Hello there. Today I'm headed to Siegel's Bagelmania, and as usual, I showed up hungry. I go places, I eat things, and I make stuff. I'd love to bring you guys along for the ride, so hit that subscribe button to join the adventure. A little lay of the land, this restaurant is located towards Fontainebleau and Resorts World and is within walking distance of the Las Vegas Convention Center. If you drove, there's plenty of free parking, but just be aware that there is a 2-hour time limit. They do have valet parking, but we wanted a slower time, so we didn't end up utilizing that. Once you get inside, you'll pass a Pink Box Donuts, the go-to area, and the bakery before you get to the dining room. Inside has a really fresh mid-mod vibe, and not gonna lie, the soup of the day is looking pretty tempting. So, hot take, I'm somewhat inclined to compare this to the Peppermill dining room, which is just around the corner and also serves diner-style food. While we enjoyed our time there and the fireside lounge is awesome, this overall feels a little fresher inside. Probably because there aren't any fabric surfaces here, and it's really light and bright. Just my 2 cents. What do you guys think? I'm gonna show you guys a few pages of the menu for you to check out, just so you can see the kind of variety they have. They actually had a PB&J cocktail I wanted to try, but it looks like they don't have that anymore. Have any of you guys had it before? It's hard to pick something out, there's so many things on the menu. I'm pretty stoked since I actually don't think I've had a good bagel in a couple of years. If you guys have eaten here before, what did you get? If you haven't, what looks good? As you might have guessed from the bakery in the front, the menu includes a selection of cakes and cookies, which I'm excited to investigate later. They even have pizza bagels, which 10-year-old me, aka today me, is secretly very excited about. And who could be mad at a diner burger? I got the Texas Hold'em because of course I did, and I was a little confused by the flavor. I thought this would be kind of a version of an Arnold Palmer / mint julep, but the tea was unsweetened, which as a former Texan leaves me somewhat befuddled. And I'm 99% certain they forgot to put the mint syrup in, or if they did, it's a negligible amount. So what I'm left with is unsweetened iced tea with bourbon, and I can't really taste the lemon. I think the only lemon in the drink is what we see on top. It's not the worst, but I wouldn't get this again. Fall weather has arrived in Vegas, and really what better way to celebrate than with a boozy hot chocolate? Promise that's my lipstick, by the way. This was nice, not overly sweet, and I can taste the Captain, but it's not overpowering the drink. If you're here when it's chilly, this is what I'd recommend. This one's really good. I think this is the winner. Now onto the challah French toast. If I could have gotten college credits in challah French toast, I'd probably have a PhD. Seriously though, this is one of my favorite things to order, and we got it with the fresh fruit, which is an upcharge. It's nice and fluffy, and the edges are slightly crispy as nature intended. I gave it a little dunk in the whipped cream and syrup. It's not real maple syrup, but I don't really mind it in this setting. This is fantastic. It actually doesn't even need any of the accoutrement. It is really fabulous on its own. You can tell this was made from really good bread. The texture is perfect, and it has a cinnamon sugar flavor I love. That's really good. That's delicious. If we zoom in here, you can see that there's a cinnamon spread on this. It's not just sprinkled on top. 2 big thumbs up. Now, we couldn't come to a place called Bagelmania for the first time and not order a bagel, so I got the That's Kind of Cheesy Bagel Witch. Me too, bagel. Me too. You pick your own bagel for the Bagel Witches, and I opted for the jalapeno cheddar. Hopefully you guys can see the cross cut here. Looks like I lost a little of my avocado, so let's get a good bite together. Let's try to get some avocado in here. The fried eggs are cooked perfectly, the hash brown inside isn't soggy or greasy at all, and it's a nice crunch in contrast to the cheese, tomato, and avocado. That's really good too. It's a nice blend of cheeses, and the avocado helps tone down what may have been a little salty without it. The bagel itself is great, nicely toasted, and surprisingly has an actual kick to it, even when I'm not biting into a visible jalapeno. I would for sure recommend this sando. So here's our total bill. Is it a little pricey for breakfast? Maybe, but this isn't an IHOP in a suburban shopping center. This is Vegas. We're strip adjacent, and we did order alcohol, so I don't think it's too bad at all. On your way out, there's plenty of merch for you to buy. Personally, I think I like this teal one over here. Here's a quick look at the menu over at the Grab and Go Deli area. And yes, there are bagel chips inside of the poles in the queue. Here's the bakery area menu. And a quick walkthrough of some of the items available in the bakery grab-and-go cases. This would be great if you're here at the convention center for an event or staying at one of the hotels nearby and you just wanted to walk over and grab something. They have lots of good options. The portions here are pretty decent, so we were stuffed after lunch, but I'm tempted to take one of those sweet treats home for later. They also have some savory items you can take with you as well. There are different meats and salads to choose from. It's about 2:30, so let's see what bagels they have left around this time. This other bakery case next to Pink Box has cookies and cakes. That walnut square might be calling my name, but I think I want to grab a cake to get a good baseline. So I did end up grabbing the 7-layer cake to take home, and I can't really say this is the best cake. The cake itself is kind of like a sponge consistency, which I don't mind, but in combination with the gritty, overly sweet frosting, this wasn't my favorite. I do think that based on how good the food is here, I'm willing to give the bakery items another shot. I think I'll maybe go for some of the cookies next time. Let me know if you've been here before. What would you recommend dessert-wise? So that's all she wrote for today, folks. I really enjoyed our food here, and I would encourage you to make the time to add this to your list whenever you roll through Las Vegas next. Let me know down in the comments, have you eaten here before? What was your favorite thing you ate? Where should I head to next? I'll see you in the next one. Go forth, be kind, be creative.